Algeria, and they sat him next to me because they thought I would be a good influence. And you know, we learned a lot of things growing up together. We were pretty much inseparable for, you know, about the next 15, 20 years. And there are a lot of kind of, you know, what you might call teaching moments. And one of my favorite memories of growing up with Andrew, besides breaking the filters off of a John Player cigarettes and having a big glass of milk and rolling down the hill at the park, so we got really so dizzy we threw up, was once when we were waiting for the bus after school. We were about 15 and we were waiting at the bus stop, and there was a Max pretty close to the bus stop, and Andrew said, "I'm pretty sure I can get a Slurpee before the bus comes." And so sure enough, he took a buck and he ran to the Max, and he was in there paying for his small Slurpee, which at the time was only 79 cents. I could see the bus was coming, and I could see the look of panic on his face as he was looking out the window as the bus was coming, and he was trying to pay for his Slurpee, and he got his Slurpee, and he ran out of the Max, and there was a little incline, a little hill that went down to the bus stop before you get onto the bus, and as he went down the hill, he slipped, and half of his Slurpee fell out onto his crotch, and he dropped the rest of his change and lost it in the snow. And then he got to the steps of the bus, and the bus driver said, "No drinks on the bus." So he tossed the half a Slurpee on the ground. He was covered in Slurpee, and he'd lost all of his money, and he didn't have a Slurpee. So we got on the bus, and there was a fellow on the bus who was about the age we are now, and he said, "I saw what happened there, and I just think that that's a good thing that happened, because it'll teach you boys what life is really like. Not only is life about bad timing and loss, it's also about humiliation." And Andrew and I were kind of crestfallen, you know. We'd been listening to the Bruce Springsteen box set at the Reservoir for the last 6 months, and we were all pumped up on hope and on possibility. So this guy, you know, telling us that this is what we had to look forward to was, well, you know, it was a bit difficult. So, you know, we just sort of meandered through our lives without really thinking about it. But you know, Andrew now has a wonderful family, a really good job, and we often think back to that man and wish that we could, like many of us do, wish we could go back in time and just tell him to fuck off. I took month-long vacations in the stratosphere. You know it's really hard to hold your breath. I lost everything I ever loved or feared. I was a cosmic kid, full costume dress. My feet faced backwards to the roof on the air, but I swear I got myself a nice little place in the stars. And I swear I found the key to the universe. And the angel on my car. I hear everybody rest in the crowd when they take one. This message was Springsteen approved.